people go about their day. They start at either Dunkin' Donuts or one of the chain places. They'll get a cup of coffee, and that's about it. Cream, sugar, Splenda, whatever it is. But there are some people who are a little obsessive compulsive when it comes to their coffee. Now, I don't know how much research you guys have done with your coffee, but being a foodie that I am, I have to go in depth as much as possible. And I'm finding there are, just brewing the cup of coffee, you have the drip, you have the perk, you have the French press, you have all this other stuff. And then you start getting into derivatives from there. And I'm not talking about the star whatever coffee place where they have 14 different flavors. I'm talking about actual coffee beans from Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee to Kopi Luwak, which is just absolutely bizarre. This is where the coffee beans or the coffee cherry is eaten by some civet cat, pooped out, then they sift the poop for the beans, then they roast it. And
I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah. I mean, how do you make your living? Well, I scoop up cat poop, I sift the beans out, and brew coffee with it. How do you think of this stuff? But, I'll digress on that. But as you're going through, it's hard. It's hard to even fathom. I'm looking at a list just on Wikipedia of over 30 different types of coffee. You have your typical macchiatos, your cafe au laits, your Americano. But then you start adding alcohol to it, and you can bump this list up to a couple of hundred of different flavors, different types of coffee. Some stuff I'm not even going to even attempt to try to pronounce. Even like Hong Kong, it's a coffee beverage because it's half coffee, half tea. They mix it with, I believe it's, in fact, let me bring up the recipe right here. It is sweetened and condensed milk. And then they serve that up. I'm addicted to coffee. I will readily admit this. But when I'm trying to figure out stuff to do, it's like a stoner caught without papers or bong or whatever, and they're trying to figure out how to smoke. They become like MacGyver. Well, that's what these people are doing. How addicted to coffee are you? What about you, Tony?
I am as cheap as they come, and that is one of the few things that I will spend extra money on. I am an absolute coffee addict. Actually, we were just talking about, there's a few of these places around. Main Street Coffee in East Greenwich, they are coffee and bagels and, breakfast by day and alcohol by night. So they take that coffee over to the other side of the building, and that's when they start with the coffee martinis and things of that nature.
Well, you could even look at Rhode Island Food Fights. In August, they do the coffee challenge. Now, I've got a partial list over here in front of me, and unfortunately or fortunately, I've been to most of these places. Vanuatu, right on Atwells Avenue, Malachi's Cafe, Elmwood Diner, they had a really good Bananas Foster coffee. It looked more like a sundae coming out to you with the whipped cream and the stuff on top of it. The stuff, yeah. that stuff, the brown stuff, caramel. And then you have the Coffee Exchange, Duck and Bunny, and they're well known for other things like their pastries and their food, but their coffee is absolutely rocking. Blue State Coffee is another one. Borealis, Easy Entertain. The list goes on. And these are just the ones that were in the coffee challenge with Rhode Island Food Fights. By the way, thank you, Jim Nellis, for throwing that together because it gave me a reason in August to ride around all day, highly caffeinated. I believe I traveled in time a few times with the amount of coffee. I did. I had to have traveled time because I would average about 4 cups of coffee, 5 cups of coffee between 10 a.m. and noon. So, I was a little on the jittery side. But, the thing that I'm trying to bring out is experiment. Try different stuff. Now,
to take that to an even bigger level of caffeine addiction.
Yep.
Over in South County, not too far from me, is Newtown's Updike's Coffee, which is, freshly roasted, small coffee shop. They actually spun off into Java Skincare. So it's actually coffee-infused skincare products, and you do the face scrub, and you have the caffeine in it. I guess it's good for your skin, and it kind of wakes you up, and they've kind of spun that off into a coffee skincare business, which is huge right now.
Next, you're going to have the coffee spas because, I mean, and it's not an original idea, believe it or not. Hershey's in Hershey, Pennsylvania, they have spas where so everything they do is a chocolate-based skin scrubs, spa treatments, aromatherapy. In fact, the whole town is aromatherapy. If you're in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and you are not addicted to chocolate, that's all you're going to smell. As long as you're in the city limits, that's all. I think they pipe the smell in. It is a very rich chocolate. The one thing that caught me off guard in my discussion last night is how people are drinking their coffee now. Now, everyone, cream, milk, there's a debate about that. Sugar, artificial sweeteners, there's a debate there. The one that really blew my mind, and I've been researching heavily in the last 24 hours, is people are putting butter. Yeah, let me say this a little slower. Butter. Unsalted butter from only grass-fed cows, grass-fed milk, butter. How do you... Geez, I like the coffee, but I need a little more substance and fat in my breakfast.
See, now, as I sit here before you, I'm a big fat guy, and I think that sounds disgusting.
Well, it sounds disgusting, but people who have tried it, and I have talked to a few people, they say it's absolutely amazing. Now, as I'm doing my research, I'm finding out that there are actually health benefits to doing this. Yes, there are health benefits to putting butter in your coffee. First off, omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin K, really good. But being a fat guy, it provides healthy fats, short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, the heavy dose of fat in the morning actually gets your body to burn fat quicker because, hey, this is what...
I have to remember that one.
That's it. That's why I'm eating 4 pounds of bacon in the morning to...
Doctor's orders.
Doctor says I need more fat to burn fat. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of other stuff. They're also calling it a meal replacement, however. You're not going to drink coffee with butter in it with a meal, because you're probably getting a few hundred calories. So, yeah, this is your meal. Coffee with 2 tablespoons, by the way. If you're going to try it at home, it's unsalted butter. Let's see. It also, you get energy from fat rather than carbohydrates, which helps your body burn leaner, which is helping people with the diabetes. There's just... And the list goes on with the health benefits to it. Whether or not I'm going to do this anytime soon, I believe there will be alcohol involved. But, as a hardcore researcher for food and foodies out there, I might have to experiment. Find some place that does this. Well, I'm going to digress on the coffee because I'm thinking about going out getting a stick of butter right now and going home and brewing a pot. So why don't we go to some music? We're going to leave here with a little bit of Sorrow Seed. The name of the song is Divine Submission. You definitely want to check them out. This is My Night Out Radio. We'll be back in a minute.
Return now to this steel cage and take your place with the rest of my minions. Your only purpose here is to please your queen. It's what you've always wanted in your darkest dreams. Kneeling at my feet, encased in black.